Hello everybody, SPK here and Chumpesque and brings you another dual audio commentary on a Warcraft game, I'm sorry, and this is between Ted and Infi.
Yeah, this is a game on Terenas Stand between Infi and Ted. Obviously, both World Elite members, so they will probably know each other quite well. And we are seeing a ghoul opening from Ted. What do you think about that? Obviously, Ted known for his fiends, but against humans, so ghouls are often seen as being better. What do you think?
He going for goal build because he anticipated a fast expand from Infi. You know how Infi likes fast expand and mass towers and then just run you over with a bunch of units. I think that's
Yeah,
what Ted's anticipating to have a fast expand from Infi. And odd enough, Infi's picking the Mountain King. What do you think?
yeah, I think maybe it's a bit of Infi trying to play a bit differently, just because he doesn't because Ted knows most of his best strategies really well. But also I think what we've been seeing really recently against human is that an undead will go for about five or six ghouls and then a couple fiends, and then they'll all come up just as the expansion starts to go up, and you can just do such a powerful push, and that's been so good for undead versus human recently, and I think that might be what we see from Ted. Although if you actually look at the 2 o'clock position, you can see Ted setting up sort of proxy necropolis. Perhaps there's some more trickiness. We'll
Oh
have to see
my
exactly what
god.
it goes for there.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that until you pointed out. Oh my god. This is gonna be a
Yeah.
funny. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah. There's so many possibilities from that necropolis. Obviously, it doesn't actually cost much more than a ziggurat, and you get a whole lot more from it.
I think the
And
carpets cost 255 gold flat, and a ziggurat costs 150 gold and 50 lumber. So
50 lumber, yeah. And
um,
and plus, it means that if Infi comes in and harasses Ted while he's teching, Ted can rebuild his acolytes and send them back down without having to wait, which is also very nice to do. And he can take a whole lot of gold, and also gives him that like really close to where I imagine he thinks Infi's going to be expanding to. So some very interesting play by both sides. Do you think Ted would have rather seen an Archmage here, considering that he's doing this proxy necropolis strategy?
yeah, I really think Ted is anticipating an Archmage and apparently he sees a Mountain King, so that's why he's running his DK back to his base.
Yeah, yeah. I think also Infi doing a very tiny bit of harassing here on exactly. Do you think Infi's picked up that Ted only has two cigarettes in his face, and so maybe there's some trickiness going on here? Or do you think this strategy is just so out of the blue that he really isn't expecting it at all?
Ooh, oh god, he's getting harassed. I think the build for undead in this stage is to get a fast tier 2 and get a bunch of gargoyles. I think that's what Ted is going for.
And it looks like
Ooh,
Ted is actually making the best use of the necropolis. He's rebuilding acolytes and sending them back down, so he does have some sort of gold mining capacity while he attacks, which is very, very nice for him. And it looks like Ted will be now moving out with his ghoul as well, having killed 2 footmen and wasted Infi's TP. So do you think that attack was worth it for Infi, or do you think he could have spent his better time
oh,
otherwhere?
I don't know. But do you think TPing a level 2 hero is worth it?
Oh, definitely. I think, yeah. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
it costs just sort of the time you lose in where Ted could be creeping, and you can't do anything about it. You can't be creeping yourself. And meanwhile, you can see he's going to get level or a free from this creep camp here, and it looks like Ted's not going to be able to get harassment, although he will possibly get at least one footman kill. Or yeah, looks like he gets a one footman kill there, and won't get anything else. Actually, a bit of a shame. And he does get
Oh,
level 2,
oof.
with very nice in itself. And ooh, if you look at Ted's actually been using this time to distract Infi and creep out that gold mine and actually setting up an expansion there as well. So some very tricky play there by Ted, keeping Infi very busy. Very, very nice play there, and it's the smart play that we've come to expect from Ted, don't you think?
Man, level 2 DK, so he's gonna be able to run away from the Mountain King with a boost of speed. And I think the skeleton warriors are gonna try to go into the Infi space and try to get a scout. And I don't know what Infi has in mind, having a fast tech human versus undead. Maybe he's getting some maybe rifleman and knights. I don't know. That's really rare to see on in a pro game. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think there's an extent to which sort of teching makes sense in this situation because Ted went for ghouls, and that could have meant a lot of harassing and expansion. Also, I think if he's trying to play a bit differently, and he went for Mountain King first, obviously an Archmage is probably better for expanding because you get that early advantages, and water elementals are very good for holding off pools. And so I think picking probably was the right choice here. And also, I think, especially considering Ted set up this proxy necropolis, but I don't think it's been scouted yet. Has it been scouted, this necropolis?
What are you talking about? The necropolis? What?
Yeah, so the necropolis, the property necropolis set up by Ted, has it been scouted yet?
No, no. You mean the proxy? Are you talking about the? Are you talking about?
Yes, yes. Ted's expansion and everything, really. I don't think it's been scouted yet, and that could cause great problems for Infi. I was actually going for a Blood Mage first, or second, just because I can siphon so much more mana to that Mountain King, and
Yeah.
off the Death Knight as well. That's actually become very popular among humans because they used to go for Archmage second if the Death Knight wasn't high enough level, and recently they realized that you can actually siphon mana a lot at a much faster rate, and you can get out those level 2 bolts a lot quicker, and you can just do so much more damage. And we'd be bringing in militia here, so Ted's definitely going to want to get out of here. What do you think about the choice of Blood Mage second? Do you think it's better or worse than Paladin or Archmage?
I don't like this blood mage to tell the truth because archmages are so easily nuked versus undead, and yeah, and undead is not throwing any slaughterhouse down, so I'm guessing it's going to be a gargoyle push. And of course, undead has a superior economy, so I don't know what Ted has in mind.
Yeah,
Um,
Ted's actually putting up 2 crypts at his expansion now, so it looks like we'll be seeing mass guards. And
oh,
it looks like Infi hasn't yet realized he is stepping to tier 3, but we aren't seeing any aviaries yet, so he might be going directly for griffins. Obviously, he will have the adaptability to change to uh, Dragon Hawks when he does scout, but actually he has now scouted his first gargoyle now, so he might be deciding to switch up his economy. And we are actually seeing, if you look at Infi's base, he is setting up his first griffin aviary now. I'm not sure whether that's or not that's a response, but he is power building it with 3 peasants, so I guess he has now scouted this.
yeah, I think he saw the gargoyle or whatever, and
Yes, yeah.
yeah, he knows what he's up to, who's he playing against, and the Mountain King's going to, oh my god. And the Mountain King's gonna almost gotten a lucky bash on the DK, and DK is gonna lead him right to the expansion. And
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
I
this
know.
this could be a really critical point for Inti here. He's actually setting up a couple ivory towers, and I think he really needs to hold this. Ted bringing in a
Mm.
shredder as well,
Those
positive DPS.
those militia is gonna turn to peasants now, and oh DK got no mana left.
Yeah,
Oh
Siphon Mana is such an annoying skill if you're playing
yeah,
against it.
yeah.
It's like mana burn, but just it helps your opponent as well as hinders you. I mean, it's just crazy powerful. But
Hey,
Ted's going to be pumping out these gargoyles so quickly. Obviously, 2 mind against 1, just not a good ratio for a human, versus, especially versus an undead, where normally the ratio is the other way around.
hey, hey, Chumpesque. If you are in Ted's view, and if you click yourself into Ted's view and see all the resources he's getting, why do you think he hasn't gotten lich yet?
I don't know. Maybe he's going to get a Naga second, or it would be a bit weird against Mountain King. Maybe he's just trying to focus all his economy on getting the immediate push. Obviously, the Lich, much less useful considering that Ted's only at tier 2, so he won't have an orb at this point. And one of the great things about the Lich is the fact that he's ranged and you can use that orb. And I'm not sure, maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's the fact that he just wants to pump all of the economy into these gargoyles, really manage to keep his